Well, hello and welcome back to our daily devotional. My name's Mark Buchanan from Eden.co.uk, and every weekday morning we're bringing you something from God's Word to challenge you, to inspire you, to motivate you, to encourage you from God's Word. So let me start today by reading you a single verse from the book of Hosea. This is chapter 2, verse 14. And the backstory to this is that God commands Hosea the prophet to marry Gomer the prostitute, and that their relationship was to be an allegory of the relationship between the Lord and the people of Israel. And Gomer's unfaithfulness and how that wounded Hosea was an object lesson to the people of Israel about how their unfaithfulness was hurtful to the Lord himself. Gomer is enticed by wealthy lovers who offer her more than Hosea seems to offer her. But in the end of the story, it turns out that Hosea is the only one who can really offer her what she actually needs. So, verse 14. But then I will win her back once again. I will lead her into the desert and speak tenderly to her there. So this comes after a long diatribe by Hosea about how he's going to strip her naked, how he's going to make her unfaithfulness visible to everybody, how he's going to hedge up her way with thorns so that she can't run off after other lovers. And then the tone switches because it's not anger based on malice, but it's sadness, it's pain of one person whose love is unrequited. And the whole tone changes in the middle of chapter 2 of Hosea, and his real heart comes out, which is, I'm going to win her back. I'm going to allure her. Now, it's interesting to me where that takes place. He leads her into the desert, where there's no distraction, there's no one or no thing to run after. The only person to connect to is Hosea. And I think in this time, while we're under lockdown, while we've got less to do than we normally would have, where we've got far more time than we normally would have, I just wonder if God is drawing us into the wilderness to win us back. He's speaking tenderly to us, not words of judgment or criticism. But if I'm honest, in the busyness of day-to-day life, I struggle to maintain a deep devotional walk with the Lord. But when there's time like this, where there's time to ponder, it's a time to think about, do I want a deeper relationship with the Lord? Maybe more importantly, does he want a deeper relationship with me? In this time, is God calling you back to the love for him you first had when you became a Christian? Perhaps when you were younger, at the beginning of your journey. And he's not saying, how dare you walk away from me? He's saying, I miss you. I want the communion that we used to have. And whilst you're in this desert where a lot of the things that would distract you from your relationship with the Lord, maybe it's time to say, okay, Lord, yeah, let's do that. Let's spend time together. Let's build together. Let's rekindle our first love. And that will repay us over and over again in terms of our sense of intimacy with the Lord, our ability to hear his voice, our ability to make direction and decision under his guidance. So is the Lord calling you into the wilderness to speak kindly to you, to draw you back into a deeper, more passionate relationship with him?